Oh no. Oh no, what has he done? Tengen gets a hold of my soundboard. And he plays. Oh, Ranger never wanted to hear this ever again! Oh no! Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the Zenith Toon Link. Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalous Cars, you know me as the man who has put all of the pieces in place. But to most, I am the United States Avery. Welcome back to another phenomenal, another fantastic, another absolutely glorious Thursday episode of the... Well, thank you. Danganronpa Hunger Games. And do you know why I'm wearing this jacket? Oh, it's funny. It's funny because if Chaos doesn't rain today, I'm gonna make sure that I'm in the intro for the... Today. For the Danganronpa Hunger Games today, I'm gonna be like... something during the episode, and I'm gonna be wearing this jacket and everyone's gonna be like, oh man, he spoiled it. Chaos doesn't rain today and he wore the jacket and he got me. You got, unless it does rain today, in which case, where you got, you don't even know. There's a very good chance, however, we're celebrating with some beach volleyball. I was like, oh, it's summertime. It's summertime. And we gotta live it up at the beach. So we got the teams who would be here to play the most phenomenal game of beach volleyball ever. We got duos. We got 20 members of blue team. Or 20, actually, 40 members of blue team. 20 teams for blue team, 20 teams for red team. Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce everybody who has made it into this episode. We got the grand scheme, the champions. I think we have every champion aside from OC champions today, don't we? We do. Awesome. Grand schemes in, so are the Mets and Brute Force. Do you remember Caesar Ryoko and like Mama and Dad here, as well as the friendly fisticuffs, United We Fall, Kaito, Mitarai. Unhealthy Obsessions, Corey's in the house with Tharja, Pink and the Brain are both here, Katoko's repping that gold, Beauty Sleep still around with Chiaki and Ganyu Sugar Daddy. Still have Izuyoi. I don't know why I'm saying still have, the game hasn't started. They're here though, Izio and Gaius, Concealed Blade Saika, and Miss Edelgard, Royal Shepherd Sonia, and Krom, Broken Braids, Kyoko, and Shinhua. Retirement Home, Tengen, and Tenmyoji, Anthropology, Aiko, and Iris. It's good to see Iris again, I'll tell you what. I've played more than you've seen so far, but man, I have been enjoying the new Somnium Files game, it's pretty good. The Trial, Fuyiko, and Celeste. Accident Prone sees Mikon and Felicia, Alice in Wonderland, Usami, and Boss. Live to Serve, they're gonna be serving today, Karumi, and Ryoma. The Man, the Legend. Voice of the Voiceless. Angie, Tiki. Pancake Palooza sees the former World Pancake Champion Sato with Maple. Nothing to report with Chisa and my man's Gatekeeper. Trapper and Trappy, Nagito and Setsuna, they're going to be setting up traps on this volleyball field. Titty Typhoon. Ibuki and Lumine, fashion forward, the World Pancake Champion Junko with Shiki. Rock, Paper, Scissors sees the scissors and the rock. No paper though. No paper. Bug Hunter, Stitch Hero, and Gonta Minimimaru. Steez Nakamaru and Minimaru. There we go. Baked in Blood, Ruruka and Reina, Samurai Woman, Peko, Sarah, Daring Devotees, Kazuichi and Oda, Ultimate Hopes, Makoto, Izuru, One with Nature, Daisaku Kazuha, Legwork, Yui, Akane, Dance Break, Crazy Oko Extra Large, and Reiko, Something's in the Water, Hina, and Azura, Lacking Compassion, Monica, Ranger, Boom and Gloom, Jotaro, Klee, and lastly, Promotion Pending, Natsumi, and Pinky. So who do you got first, second, and third? If you had to, you know, form a volleyball team, which three of these teams would you most likely go along with? Who do you think has the best volleyball and skills here? And I will make notes in the comments. Oh, I won't make, I mean, I'll tell you guys, legitimately. You guys make notes in the comments because your comments are important, like this one, and this one. But as I said, there's a pretty hefty chance for this to be for a little bit something else. There's a pretty hefty chance that one more member of the Mets joins the game, and we're gonna find out if that happens in 3, 2. That's a big old chunk of a wheel, ain't it? let's not dilly and dally. The Agents of Chaos are here, the champions are here, they know what their role is this season. Let's find out if Chaos reigns. Good chance. But as I said, that's just a chance. But will it hit? Oh, it's for the title. Oh. Ain't that funny? Let me take off this jacket real quick and put it right back on, huh? I don't know why. None of me actually considered that it was gonna hit today for some reason. Grand scheme, your titles are on the line. It's time for the Danganronpa Hunger Games. It's now championship action. These aren't on. Gosh. I knew I was missing something. I was like, something's off. I'm missing just a little something. But Chaos is Rain. Let's make them no, let's not change the colors. Because I still am for that intro. I'm making sure I'm gonna be seen with this jacket on, and you guys are gonna think, oh man, Chaos is, well now Chaos is actually reigned. At some point when something is intro worthy, I'm taking this jacket off and I'm going to, ooh man, y'all are gonna be shenaniganed. But then you would realize that since I took the jacket off, that I'm not gonna play too many mind games. I'm gonna make my picks. You guys have made yours. And you might want to remake them because the titles are on the line, so maybe you want to pick who you want for these championship titles. I got, honestly, legwork. I take that back. I got the trial for first. I do have the trial for first. Because if they win, they don't need to wait until the title match. If the trial wins, Fuyuhiko's in the squad. Because it's a championship episode. That's the gist of it. If he wins, every member of the squad has held a title. I mean, like, I'd say except for me, but like, I am the champion. I'm the United States champion. United States savior. Yeah, exactly. We all help them. You know, all of us. So I gotta go for them for first. Give me Samurai Woman for second. Because I'll be frank, I just like Peko to hold a title at some point. That is one of my favorites, and she ain't never hold that title. None of them. So I'd like to see her get some little shimmer in the sunshine, if you know what I mean. And lastly, give me Boom and Gloom, specifically for Klee. So I'm kind of here for it. I'm here for those three. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll say it with certainty. The following matchup is for the Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Championships. And you know how we started? We started with... This isn't Asnir. These are three of us. Okay, so we need to talk. Asnir, I couldn't tell, and y'all couldn't tell, when all of a sudden I tossed him in the air, and then out came a bunch of these children. There's 30 of these. He has 30 kids. And they haven't seen him, and I haven't seen him since Sunday. I need an explanation. I can't feed these many mouths. Come on, man. Okay. Which one are we? Let's roll all three of these, I guess. Where are the rest of your siblings? I can't keep track of them all. They're just all over the place. Sometimes, one time I went to the bathroom, slipped on one. I was like, oh, what are you doing here? They're not just as chaotic as Asnir. They're like mini chaos. They're like adorable mini chaos, but like, you know, it's something. Let's just toss all 3 of these. How do I want to do this? This is a bad idea. Let's toss all 3, catch them like this, and then we got 5. Oh wow. That's actually kind of incredible. That's actually really great. First of all, I was like, wow, I got matching numbers, and then it hit me that it's literally all 5s for the spiciest of RNG. I'm gonna put you guys down. That was such an iconic moment. I gotta put them. Look, y'all control there. Front row view. I think we're resimulating 15 times then. Hold on. We rolled that 15. It's beautiful. It's all right. Don't forget, Mizuki's in this match. I almost forgot. I had to be like, oh wait a minute. That's not correct. Whew. Let's get in here. Now we can resimulate, and we can just hold on. I had to stop the rolling music. I had to do all the stuff. Let's see. Rolling. Yeah, rolling music. Hit the rolling music again. Because we're simulating not 1 time, not 2 times, not 3 times, not 4 times, not 5 times, not 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, 10 times, 11 times, 12 times, 13, 14, and for a grand moment of RNG, we resimulate a full 15 times. The titles? They're on the line. My siren? Prepared in case of a new champion alert. Let's go ahead. Let's start round 1. Let's proceed, and we will see how this unfolds. Are you ready? Are you? Let's do it. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horns, they sound horn bearers. It's championship action. If you could please do what you do best, and oh yes. Thank you, horn bearers. You love to hear them. Let's go on. Let's hit this bad boy. Tiki, my girl, runs into the away from the cornucopia. I see someone's riding in on a rare mount. Tengen, Ryoma, Azura get into a fight. Tengen triumphantly kills them both. He's like, I got this. I'm winning this one. It's my time again. Daisaku comes in riding a rare mount, making Kyutaro and Kazuichi jealous. Boss grabs a honey glazed hand. That's delicious. Mama runs away from the cornucopia. Kyoko rips a mace out of the Grey Gozu's hands, backed by popular demand Ganyu. Reroll, let's go! Gaius windmills his arms, charging into the arena with his eyes closed, what results in a path of destruction, and in his wake, Angie and Shiki are obliterated. Oh man. Sad for the both of them, but they still got their partners. Monica finds a teleport to the Garrickmach Monastery. She steals an ancient artifact, a relic. Returns to the game. A stray bolt of lightning causes Kurumi and Claude to switch bodies. Kurumi's the new champion! New champ alert! New champ alert! Where's the button? No, I'm kidding. That's funny though. Mikan's sick and tired of these reptiles. Me too, Mikan. Join my animal control. I'm so proud of you. She's still with me too. Seiko, she's still on my side. Mikan's still on my side. Ibuki, I'm waiting for you to creep back over here and say, let's do it. Chisa trips over her own feet and breaks her neck on the way down. Chisa, that's the clumsiest. I expected that from Felicia. Mana smashes Sakura across the face with a brick, but shrugs off the blow. They're just training. They're tag team partners. They were like, hey, I gotta make sure that you're in pitch perfect position to win this match. Hits her with a brick, and then Sakura's like, oh, I'm ready. Sonya overpowers Yui, killing her. Maple runs away from the cornucopia. Jotaro enters a phone booth to make a call. The booth suddenly starts to rumble violently and launches into space. Oh, he gone. Daddy approaches Gonta, Timiyoji, and Crazy Oko extra large and tells them that he'll be killing them all this game. Terrifying. Bike joins AV's animal control too. My god, you love to see it. Gatekeeper runs away from the cornucopia. Reiko comes to the arena to capture Nakamura, a dangerous killer that's escaped from an insane asylum. Is he really? I refuse to believe it. Azura gathers as much food as he possibly can. Hina runs away, so does Fuyiko. Aiko grabs as many weapons as possible in case a one was rolled for today. Not even close. Not a single one, in fact. Peko grabs as many weapons as she can as well. No ones. It's easy. Shinyan finds a canteen full of water. Kori snaps Chiaki's neck. Jeez Louise. Akane seals Ruka inside of an explosive barrel, then rolls it over to Felicia, then shoots it. Felicia dies in the explosion, but Ruka somehow makes it out unscathed. Okay, dang. Jiro grabs a shielding on the cornucopia. Iris runs away from the cornucopia. Ranger and Kokichi fight over a bag. Ranger gives up and retreats. Can't overpower the champion. Natsumi ignores the game to go looking for food. Sarah kills Sato, then frames Pinky forward, and she gets punished. How could you kill one of my horn bearers, Pinky? Get out of here! Wrongfully disqualified. Oda rises the arena on a flying bison. He's the new avatar. Setsuna takes a sickle from his other cornucopia. Kazuha runs away from the cornucopia. Ryoko and Nana Achiaki fall in love at first sight despite the circumstances. Chrom, Kaito, and Makoto get into a fight. Chrom triumphantly kills them both. Kaito, come on, my guy. You gotta do better than that. Tharja severely slices Reina with a sword. Ibuki gets down on one knee and proposes to Usami. Usami laughs at Ibuki and continues to do so as she just leaves her there. Jeez Louise. Junko and Mitarai both run away from the cornucopia. Genocide Jack gathers as much food as she possibly can. Izuyoi runs away and so does Klee. Lumine and Sayaka engage in a friendly knife fight. Edelgard takes a handful of throwing knives and she's like, I want in, you guys. Let's knife it up. Kotoko grabs Shinha by the leg, smashes her against the ground several times. By the time she's finished, Shinha's been completely pulverized. Oh, Shinny, oh no. Celeste and Mizuki recognize each other, both put their faith in one another. Kotoko wants to hold both of the titles at the same time. I understand why she did that. A shame. A shame to see her go, though. Kurumada travels in from a past game in his Blue Police call box. Is that the same call box that blew up or went into space with Jotaro? Is Jotaro, does he in the future become Kurumada? Who knows? Nagito snatches a bottle of alcohol in a rag. Nagisa runs away from the cornucopia, and Minimaru receives a trident. We still have a day to get through. And that day starts with Kokichi and Mizuki entering a rebuttal showdown. Kurumi sets up an ice cream shack. Nobody comes. It's summer. Y'all gotta buy some ice cream. Fuyiko starts singing a mistletoe in the arena. Don't push your luck, Fuyiko. Don't push your luck. Kotoko swoops in, snaps his arm, burns the mistletoe. You love to see that. Thanks, Kotoko. Boss puts cat ears on Oda. He's kind of cute, actually. Who would have thunk? Kori finds the remains of a Viking ship. Akane and Chrom grievously injure each other. In order to survive, they have to nurse each other back to health. Crazy Oak Extra Large confides in Kurumada, takes notes Tsuchikyo so we can exploit her later. Junko strangles Usami with her brand new socks. I got her some new championship socks, they got pancakes on them. Usami probably loved them too, but she didn't love to get strangled by him. Ranger finds a water gun, fills it up with holy water, fires at Chihiro, just getting him wet. Kazuichi encounters a fruit bat who takes a liking to him, dueling's aside. Nagisa works it. I'm sorry? You what? Nagisa. We gotta talk. You work at... You work at Yoko's? I see. Cool. I'll remember that. I'll remember that, my employee of the month. Maybe you won't be the employee of the month next month. We'll see. Unless you're just gathering intel, which I figure is probably what you're doing. Kyoko's horrified when Ririko goes to a job interview for it. Hina wishes for immortality and is promptly disqualified for cheating. Mama and Tiki, the mom squad, oh mamas, want to raise the bar. In fact, they are the bar. Gatekeeper does gatekeeper things, nothing to report. Kyutaro starts writing a novel. Will he ever finish it? Nane Achiaki kills Peko, then revives her as an undead minion. Ganyu confesses how much he's come to hate Azuru. Azuru actually runs away, tears in his eyes. Didn't think I would see that from him. Reiko smacks the taste right out of Claude's mouth. Genocide Jack. Aiko, Tharja hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. I didn't even... Of course I'm not going to show up to that. Of course not. I guess that is a member of the squad. Aiko, Tharja... Who knows? Natsumi investigates the school grounds looking for clues. Sarah gets drenched in honey. Mana joins a balloon protection squad. Gonta, Mikan, Vike, Lumine swim in a magical lake hidden deep beneath the arena, whose mystical waters turn them into chibi forms of themselves. They proceed to kill Celeste. with cuteness. Maple sees a completely pale Iris, washed ashore, revives her with CPR. Daisaku, Ibuki, Gaius, Tengen, and Kazuha look for other people to kill. A shame. Minimaru is attacked by a Komodo dragon and dies from his injuries. Why is there a Komodo dragon here in the first place? I think we know. Izuyoi, Ruka, Monica, Sonia, Edelgard hunt for other tributes. Shinyan and Klee kiss under the mistletoe. Tenmyoji's phone rings, there's no caller ID when he picks it up. It's Saika on the other line just insulting him. The meanest and nastiest of insults, I tell ya. She's a mean one, she is. Dead. He starts a cult. Yureikozu, Sakura, Setsuna, and Nagito join. Two folks who look like they would get along well, and their entire tag team, the Trapper and the Trappee, and Nekomaru tells a frustrated Mitsurai to chill out. I think he has a right to be frustrated. Kaito keeps letting him down. He's like, at least survive a little longer, and he just doesn't. We lost 19. That was honestly me calling it way too early. I was like, yeah, I'll calm this music down, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, I could click proceed and there could be an arena event. But there wasn't. Instead, it's just the saddest of all moments for Ryoma, Azura, Angie, Shiki, Chisa, Yui, Jotaro, Chiaki, Felicia, Sato, Pinky, Kaito, Makoto, Reina, Shina, Usami, Hina, Celeste, Minimaru. Most teams have at least one person in. I think the only team that's completely out is something in the water? Yes. Yes, I am correct. Everyone else has at least one person in. So it is anybody's game except for something in the water, which is kind of a shame because they are one of my favorite teams this season. Even if they're on red team, the Raging Reds, and the Raging Reds, this is important for them. They have an extra member today because of the Mets. Will this work out in their favor? Who knows? But I think it's time we find out. Don't you think so? Let's do it. Let's go ahead. Let's proceed. We got a whole bunch more people to lose, and it all starts with... Oh no. Oh no, what has he done? Tengen gets a hold of my soundboard. And he plays. Oh, Ranger never wanted to hear this ever again. Oh no. Things are about to get violent, aren't they? A starving Cory trades nearly half his supplies for Akane's loaf of bread. Monica, Kyoko, Tenmyoji discuss the games of what might happen in the morning. Izuyoi, Mama, Reiko, Gaius, and Ganyu get together to form an idol group. Boss develops an irrational fear of Nekomaru after having a nightmare about him. Despite Iris' desperate begging, Nagisa decides to leave her campsite. Genocide Deck destroys Daddy's supplies while he's asleep. Kotoko, Kazuichi, Chiro comment on what they find nice about one another to improve the mood. Kazuha submits an application to join the squad. Kokichi of the squad snatches the application out of his hands, rips it up. Gatekeeper's about to die, but Sonia says, no, not today. Peko starts a fire. Unsuccessful. At least she tried. Setsuna makes a hot stew for dinner. Before bedding down for the night, you are a notoriously bad cook. Sarah accuses me of being not the real me. Oda tends to his wounds. Nane Achiaki dyes her hair red. Ryoko dyes her hair yellow. Mana tries to sing herself to sleep. Claude sets up camp for the night. Sakura unknowingly eats toxic berries. Natsumi finds an etch-a-sketch shows the portrait she made for Bike. She was cheating on Chrome with Teach the entire time? Edelgard makes hot stew beds down for the night. Maple receives spaghetti from an unknown sponsor. Fuiko stands outside of Kitaro's camp with a candy pail. Kitaro gives him a king-size candy bar tiki. Crazy Elko extra large and Aiko, they cheerfully sing songs together. Mizuki finds a DDR machine and she tears it down. Azuru begs for Daisaku to kill him. He refuses, keeping Azuru alive. Saika sees a fire but stays hidden. Kurumada stabs Mitsurai straight to the heart. Kurumada walks away satisfied. Sad. Mikan finds a sleeping Nagito laying on the ground, raises her hand, waves it in front of her face. 20 years with a 5-knuckle shuffle. Bang. Punched him right in the face. Ibuki goes to the dog shelter, lets all the dogs out, so it was her. She let the dogs out. I knew it. Kurumi receives Yakiniku from an unknown sponsor. Shinyan dresses up as Junko, breaks out in Cosbox. Junko just laughs. Lumine finishes her novel. So does Gota. The novel homies. Who would have thunk? They probably worked on it together. Klee, Tharja, Great Gozu track down and kill Ruruka. It was actually a pretty peaceful day. As Saika accidentally destroys Aiko's cabbage stand. Her cabbages! No! We'll keep going. Setsuna finds a water gun filled with holy water. Chihiro's... Why Chihiro? What did Chihiro do? What's going on here? Chihiro, do you got something to tell us? Ibuki, Ranger, Kazuichi, Ryoko, Raid, Gatekeeper, scalp while he's hunting. Akane throws sand in the eyes of Ganyu. She's temporarily blind for the rest of the game. Crazy Yoko Extra Large uses a knife from an unknown sponsor. Tiki beats guys with a ladder. Kuramata, Iris, Maple, Boss, and Vike Raid. Raid Vike's camp while he's hunting. Nagisa said something wrong and Crom calls him a foolish fool. Daddy asks Mama, do you think I'm some sort of clown? Mama shrugs and says, maybe. That sounds like a very Mama answer. Tenmyoji lends me a hand, kills a Komodo dragon that slips in the arena. Tharja begs for Nagisa to kill her. He refuses, keeping Tharja alive. Monaco's pricked by thorns while picking berries. Lumine shoots Mikon with a shrink ray and just steps on her. Oh, that's squishy. Sorry, when an alien device did what it did, it stuck itself upon his wrist with secrets that it hid. Now he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary forest boy. He's going to 10. Daisaku makes a poem for Kotoko. Izuru steals from Fuyuko while he isn't looking. Mizuki asks for Mana's axolotl. She shows her the axolotl in a bucket. Kyoko places a bomb next to the river to explode some fish. Nekomaru questions Pekko's sanity. Oda mistakes the year of the Zenith for the year of the Ascent and is promptly killed for it. Glad that doesn't apply to me. Natsumi exclaims, not the Naegis for no reason in particular. Kokichi and Shinyan insult each other relentlessly after getting into a bloody fight. Nani Achaki receives medical supplies from a secret admirer. Corey, as an employee of Avi's Wares and despairs, prepares for the inevitable shopping raid. Kyutaro puts cat ears on Sarah. She's very embarrassed about this. Kazuichi was being a clown. Kazuha was being a clown. Kazuichi, usually being a clown, is what he does. Jack is working on an ad that'll appear in the next episode of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Reiko, Kurumi, and the Great Gozu join the Adventurers Guild. Roll based on their stats. Reiko's the Righteous Knight. Kurumi is the Wizened Wizard. Great Gozu is a janitor. Izuyoi stabs Tengen with a tree branch. And Junko, Edelgard, Klee, and Claude swim in a magical lake hidden deep beneath the arena, whose mystical waters turn them into chibi forms of themselves. They proceed to kill Sonya with cuteness. That was actually a rather peaceful day by comparison, even with Megalovania. Huh. But it's still the saddest of all moments for Sakura, Mitarai, Ruruka, Mikon, Oda, Tengen, Sonya. And now I think we have a couple teams completely out. Unfortunately, United We Fall. I can't say I'm surprised, though. I can't say I'm surprised. Accident prone. They had some accidents. They sure did. Anybody else completely out? Baked in Blood are now completely out as well. And I think that's the gist of the teams who are completely out. Everyone else still has 1 or 2 competitors left. We didn't lose too many, and we are not even halfway through with the competitors who are left. Will we hit an arena event that turns things around? Will we hit the feast? Not even close to hitting the feast, but I do know we're close to proceeding. The title's still on the line. Both champions still in. In fact, I think everyone who's holding a title still in, the World Pancake Champion and the Champion of Champions, Junko and Kotoko respectively, are still in as well. Let's proceed and see if that changes. At start of night 2, Lumine thinks about winning. The Great Gozu fears Yuta. In fact, he fears all the Asahinas. Ibuki wakes up tied and gagged to a chair with Ganyu, giving her the worst torture imaginable. Watching Marmaduke 2022 on loop. I don't know if she's gonna survive that. Kyoko nearly cries herself to sleep. Saika, Nekomaru, and Daddy play a game of strip poker. One thing leads to another, and they end up burying Nekomaru's body in the courtyard. What did y'all do? What did y'all do? I'll tell you what whatever they did, they killed a member of the squad, and it was not absolutely glorious. But the song Chihiro plays is absolutely glorious, so I mean, like, you know, I guess it evens out, right? It kind of evens out just a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. But hey, Kotoko finds a big red button, decides to leave it be. Where in the world is Tenmyoji? Boss, Setsuna, they sing some show tunes. Akane throws what she thinks is a Molotov at Junko. Turns out the Molotov is just a rag, it's not even on fire. Shinyan dyes her hair blue. I don't know if that's a good look. Genocide Jack is gentle with Kurumi. Daisaku and Gatekeeper take some pictures of the Aurora Borealis before going to sleep for the night. Sarah, Mana tell each other their greatest fears in order to grow each other's trust. Izuyoi steals Claude's first kiss. Claude washes his mouth with muddy water, prompting Izuyoi to kill one half of the tag team champions. It's up to Kokichi to retain. Starving. Gonta trades nearly half the supplies for Mizuki's loaf of bread. Tharja befriends a Komodo dragon wearing a small pair of aviator goggles. Nagito enters Kyutaro's mind. It was a pleasant trip. Kurama, he's learning. He's learning how to sink, apparently. From who? I don't know. Kurumada puts on a suave top hat. How fancy. Corey goes to Love Hotel with Iris. Klee, Mama. Kokichi. Oh, I'm sorry. Klee. Mama. Kokichi. Nagisa. Long ago, the four tributes lived in harmony. Then everything changed when the Nagisa attacked. I don't know if I made that a fatal event or not. I don't know. If I did, it's a new champ alert. If I didn't, we keep going. Crom fears Yuta. In fact, he fears all the Asahinas. Actually, it's Dire Nox. Thanks to Monica. Nana Achiaki and Edelgard steal weapons from Bike's camp while he's asleep. Kazuichi signs a petition to change American football to Yeetball. Kazuichi, you are already on my bad side. We are already fighting at AV Mania in a few months. I hope you don't win this match. Aiko puts her trust in Peko, allows herself to fall backwards. Peko does nothing, just watches her fall down. How rude. Kazuha puts on a suave top hat. How fancy. Tiki accuses me of not being the real me. Tiki, how could you? Ryoko and Reiko sing some show tunes. Izuru finds an Etch-a-Sketch and shows Natsumi the portrait he made for Gaius. Izuru was cheating on Natsumi with Gaius the entire time. How could he? Fuyiko finds an Etch-a-Sketch and shows the portrait he made just for her. She loves it. Kisses Fuyiko on the forehead. Maybe she needs some actual love in her life. Maybe Fuyiko can do it. And Crazy Yoko Extra Large is gentle with Ranger. We lost. Some more people because there's another day to get through. As Natsumi plants some trees, Aiko uses her signature move to kill Maple. It's the bunny hop. Tenmyoji and Tharja want to raise the bar. Actually, they are the bar. Izuyoi and Kyutaro insult each other relentlessly after getting into a bloody fight. Corey joins the Mistletoe Warriors, a group that wages war against Mistletoe during any other month besides December. Nane Achiaki, Daisaku, Junko get chased by a rampaging Fuyiko. Kurumada finds a Yeetball. Kazuichi fishes. Mana, Bike, Chihiro hunt for other tributes. Kazuha places a bomb next to the river to explode some fish. The blast catches Reiko and Genocide Jack in its wake. Rest in peace. Listen here, Tiki doesn't like Edelgard. She's gonna bark at her now. Bark, bark. Akane suddenly exclaims, not the Komodos, for every reason in particular. Nagito almost falls off of a cliff, but is able to earthbend his way to safety. Mizuki! Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world-famous, potentially no longer tag team champions, and feel the power. I don't know. The titles might not be on anyone right now because Kokichi might have actually perished. We'll have to wait and see. I'm honestly pretty sure that's a fatal event. I'm pretty sure. But Daddy finds a bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. Wait, wrong simulator. Oh well. Great Gozu tries to find every Monokuma on the school grounds. The star when an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself upon his wrist with secrets of his. He's got superpowers. He's no ordinary kid. He's Crom TENGAN still alive. Nagisa falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Ranger decides to lend me a hand and kills a Komodo dragon. Ranger, thanks. Iris constructs a shack. Gaius and Shinyan split up to search for resources. Gonta severely slices the gatekeeper with a sword. Hate to see it. Boss works for both Avi's wares and despairs and Yoko's items and misfortunes because she is in extreme debt. Monica tells Satsuna that she is a cardboard clone of Monica created by Avi. That might be true. Kyoko, Sayaka, and Kurumi discuss the killing life so far. Katoka confesses how much she has come to hate Lumine. Lumine kills Katoka with her own weapon. Jeez Louise, I think both members of your team are completely out. And as I scroll down, I see that Kokichi's not here, so when Nagisa attacked those three, he made it a new champ alert. Grand Scheme has lost the titles. But what will happen as we keep going? Ryoko works at Yoko's, which happens to be hiring. Peko is horrified when Izuru goes to a job interview for it. Sarah runs off of the edge of a cliff while trying to escape from Crazy Yoko, extra large, and plummets to her doom. Will proceed. We lost a ton. Well, not really a ton. We only lost 13, but that's diminishing our total, what, cast of 80, I think, after this saddest of all moments for Ibuki, Nekamaru, Claude, Klee, Mama, Kokichi, Maple, Reiko, Jack, Nagisa, Gatekeeper, Kotoko, Sarah. We'll see everybody's statuses. How many people are alive? We should be like 40-something, 42. The answer to everything. I should have known. I should have just guessed 42. All of the Mets are still in. They could potentially cause a Chaos Transferal, the first one we've ever seen. Brute Force Stars, Mana, Do You Remember is completely in. Mama and Daddy, it only has Daddy. Friendly Fisticuffs completely in. Unhealthy Obsessions completely in. Beauty Sleep Stars, Ganyu, she could become a 2-time champion. Sugar Daddy, still have Izuyoi and Gaius, both still in. So are Concealed Blades completely in. Royal Shepherds has Chrom, Broken Braids has Kyoko. Retirement Home has Tenmyoji. Anthropology is completely in. The Trial Stars Fuyuhiko, trying to join the squad today. Alice in Wonderland still has Boss. Live to Serve has Karumi. Voice of the Voiceless has Tiki. Trapper and Trappies completely in. Titty Typhoon still has Lumine. Fashion Forward has Junko, the Pancake Champion. Looks to become a Grand Slam champion should she win today. Rock, Paper, Scissors still has Shinyan. Bug Hunters completely in, surprisingly. Let's see. Baked in Blood's out. Samurai Woman still has Pekko. Daring Devotees has Kazuichi. Ultimate Hopes has Azuru. One with Nature's completely in. Legwork has Akane. Dance Break has Crazy Yoko Extra Large. Lacking Compassion has Monica and Ranger both in. And Promotion Pending actually still in with Natsumi. Natsumi wants some gold to rival Sato's former gold in terms of World Pancake Championship action and Tag Team action. Can she do that today? We gotta proceed. We still got plenty more into your saving grace picks. It's 42 people left. Let's proceed. Let's get this show on the road. Jiro, stop it. Jiro, you do have something to tell us this episode? Do you got something to tell us? People are spraying you with all sorts of holy water. A couple of times. And then you're out here needing help apparently. Jiro, what are you doing? Ranger finds a big red button, presses it immediately as if he were drawn to the glowing red light. Fortunately, the button doesn't do a thing. Nane Achaki makes a hot stew for dinner, before bedding down for the night. Tiki challenges Kazuha and Shinyan to an Anything Girl Goes World Pancake Championship Invitational match. And let me tell you, Kazuha, you're going to the World Pancake Championship match. Good luck to ya. Tiki gets a hold of my soundboard and she's like, you know what? I haven't heard in a little bit, and by a little bit I mean like 5 minutes. Glorious! She plays something absolutely glorious. And you know she did. Let's keep going though. As Setsuna delivers an intense motivational speech to the great Gozu and Iris, inspiring to give them their all these games. Well, let me tell you, Setsuna, she's got to learn how to give some speeches. She's got to learn how to be a fantastic figure. You know, because of who I paired her up with in Birthright of Fire Emblem Fates. So you know what? Hopefully she's really good at motivating the public. Ganyu jumps into the sky and finishes off Crazy Yoko Extra Large with her signature Ganyu kick. It's a strong Adepti kick. Natsumi fends Lumine, Junko, and Mizuki away from her fire. Daddy commits tax evasion. Corey introduces Akane and Daisaku to his imaginary friend. There's nobody there. Her name's Sister. Izuru, Izuyoi, Mana enter a scrum derby with Gonta, Edelgard, Guys. They argue over who best girl is, but a best girl battle is also going down here between Monica, Kyoko, Aiko, and Kyutaro, Kazuichi, and Ryoko. And Sayaka's got a dream of Fuyuhiko winning. Is this a premonition or something? Oh, I sure hope so. She probably doesn't want it because she'd be like, oh gosh, another member of the squad, another one against me? Oh please, oh gosh, please tell me that's not a premonition. After losing repeatedly to Nagito and chess, Kurumi tosses the game board into the fire. Promise, plagued by a recurring nightmare, Vike tries to sing himself to sleep. Kurumada respects Tenmyoji. He doesn't love him, but he respects him. Boss convinces Pekko not to kill her, only to kill her instead. Oh, Pekko. We will proceed though as Daddy slams Ryoko through a table, ready for AB Mania, I see. Setsuna finds the remains of a Viking ship. Tarja makes a tier list of all the other tributes. Nagito's S rank, Izio's A rank, going to C rank, Mana's F rank, and Fuyiko didn't even make the list. Pillars of lava shoot out of the ground. As Kurumada and Ranger duel to the death, the Ranger accidentally slips and falls to the ground as a pillar of lava erupts underneath him. Kurumi is being a clown. Gaius, Shinyan trade talents. Name a more iconic trio than Daisaku, Natsumi, and Junko. I'll wait. I'm waiting. Kyutaro's trap kills Nanai Chiaki. Monica, Kyoko, and Lumine holds an intervention for my pancake addiction. Y'all gotta stop with this. In fact, you're all out of this. All of you. Each one of you, execute. I've killed for less. In the name of pancakes. Bike goes nya to annoy Mizuki. Great Gozu and Kazuha grievously injure each other during a vicious fight in order to survive. They have to nurse each other back to health. Crom, you're not a healer, Kazuha. Crom is confused as to why there's a pink Home Depot in the arena. I guess there's a sword that could let you heal, I guess. Iris uses a cactus to kill Sayaka. Thank you, Iris. I'm enjoying the new game. I'm enjoying the Nirvana initiative. I'm a big fan. Good job, Iris. Good job. Kazuichi and Aiko are made into grotesque human dioramas by Tenmyoji. Tenmyoji, I'd say that that's terrible and you shouldn't do that, but you got rid of Kazuichi, so you know what? I'm not gonna frown on your art. Do you, my guy. Edelgard falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Corey reminisces about season 4. Chiro plays chess with death and wins. Boss is so excited about her super weapon that will take over the arena that she wrote a song about it. Tiki throws a knife into Uzuru's head, rest in peace, and Ganyu tries to sneak attack Akane, but she catches on and runs away. As we proceed, we lost. Another dozen. That brings us down to 30 even, actually. And after this, saddest of all moments for Crazy Hiyoko, Extra Large, Pekka, Ranger, Nanai Chiaki, Monica, Kyoko, Lumine, freaking Sayaka, Kazuichi, Aiko, Edelgard, Izuru. See everybody's statuses. The Mets are no longer completely in. It's Kyutaro and Mizuki there. Daddy. For Mama and Daddy. Do you remember is completely in? Brute Force Stars, Mana, Friendly Fisticuffs completely in as well. Unhealthy Obsession Stuff, Corey and Tharja, Beauty Sleep, Ganyu. Sugar Daddies, completely in. Royal Shepherd Stars, Crom, Retirement Home, Tenmyoji, Iris for Anthropology, Fuyiko trying to join the squad via the trial. Alice in Wonderland, Boss. Boss, will it be boss time? Live to Serve, Kurumi. Voice of the Voiceless still has Tiki, Trapper, and Trapeze completely in. Fashion Forward sees Junko trying to become a Triple Crown champion. Rock, Paper, Scissors stars the Rock God. I'm sorry, not Zhongli, it's Shinyan, but she's also a Rock God. Buck Hunter's completely in, surprisingly. Good on them. So could become a 2-time tag team champion. Gonta could hold his first title. And Chihiro... Shiro never held the tag team titles? No. Could be a first for Chihiro as well, actually. One with Nature's completely in, though. Legwork stars Akane, and then promotion pending stars Natsumi. With that promotion pending, 30 people remain, and we must proceed. Let's go on. Let's see how this unfolds. No arena events, no feast, but a night, and that night is 4. Kazuha fends Bike Guy Santiro away from his fire. Kurumada asks Daisaku to help him go to sleep. Daisaku suddenly lifts Kurumada onto his shoulders before dropping Kurumada onto his knee. Kurumada's out cold. Boss thinks that she is the protagonist. In actuality, Mana's the protagonist and Boss is the antagonist. Oh gosh. Imagine Boss being the antagonist. That's my homie. I'd cry. Corey is killed by Izuru, but before he can go to the planned meeting he had with Kyutaro, Iris, and Tiki have a tea party together. While reaching for the kettle, Iris knocks it over, spilling imaginary boiling tea on Tiki's lap. It burns like the real thing, though. Natsumi confesses her love for Daddy. Daddy gives her a look of disapproval. Daddy's disappointed. I hate that. I have so much hate. Nagito gets bonked on the head. Ganyu starts a fire. Crom submits an application to join the squad. Shinyan walks up to him and says, yeah, you're not getting in. Joke on the Great Gosu. The rest of this event is not welcome in a school environment. But do they live or die? Ryoko is killed and replaced by a realistic doll made in her image. I'll allow it. Akane finds an Etch-a-Sketch somehow while Akane is distracted. Tenmyoji sneaks up behind her and kills her. Rest in peace. As Setsuna burns down, Avi swears and despairs. Dang. Setsuna swears it was an accident, but Mizuki says she saw Setsuna deliberately burn it down. Dang. I love both of these characters, but as of late I've spent more time with Mizuki. So I'm gonna believe her. Setsuna, you're out of the game. You're out. Get out of here. How could you? Tharja develops an irrational fear of Kurumi after having a nightmare about her, and Gonta sings a romantic song to Fuyiko. How sweet! How delightful! We'll proceed, it's day 5, and day 5 starts with the Great Gozu spinning so fast he becomes a human Beyblade. Kurumada commits a crime and runs away giggling. Vike catches Daisaku crawled up in a ball, rocking back and forth, sucking on his thumb. It seems like he's lost it. Crom works for AV's wares and despairs and is sick and tired of so many people defecting Yoko's, so he burns it down. Delightful. Love that fire. Huh, Kitaro, who works there, bought insurance just last week. Crom screams in agony. I'll remember that, Crom. I will remember that, though. Fuyiko makes a dirt statue. Mana knocks the head over, so Fuyiko decapitates Mana and uses her head instead. Oh. Yikes. Tiki shows Boss her murder list. At the top, his boss names is in bold, too. Boss's name is always bold in my book. Mizuki eats cheese puffs. I haven't had cheese puffs in a long time. Natsumi hangs up mistletoe in the arena. That's a sin. Izuyoi brains Nagito with a dumbbell. Kazuha finds the body and messes with it for fun. They lived! They did live! Kurumi throws some sand in the eyes of Junko, causing her to go temporarily blind for the rest of the game. Gaius, Tenmyoji awkwardly kiss under the mistletoe. That is an awkward kiss right there. That's as awkward as it gets. Chihiro kills Tharja and revives her as an undead minion. Who'da thunk? Ryoko, Shinyan, perform a glorious air combo on Gonta, but I think he survives. Iris creates her own superhero identity. I believe that. And enlists Ganyu as her sidekick. We proceed. Ooh. I was gonna say we lost, but we are about to lose some more, aren't we? Let's go. It's time for musical chairs. Chairs are placed everywhere. Anyone who's not on a chair when the music stops will be eliminated. Ganyu spots a chair at the bottom of the cliff. Jumps off, misses a chair. Yikes. Izuyoi spots a chair, sits on it. Junko and Mizuki sit on a chair at the same time. Kazuha simply sits on the ground and says the world is my chair. It's such a power move that he survives elimination. Daisaku finds a chair and sits on it. Daddy sits on an invisible chair. That posture, the crossed legs, it's so impressive he survives elimination. Ooh, ah, ooh. Fuyiko and Guy sit on a chair at the same time. Iris hits... Gonta hits Iris with a chair, then immediately sits down, ensuring Iris does not survive the event. Shinyan sits on an invisible chair, but nobody buys this. Shinyan is eliminated. Tenmyoji can't find a chair anywhere, he's forced to face elimination. Tiki sits on an invisible chair, nobody buys this either. She's eliminated. Crom does it much better. The posture, the crossed legs, it's so impressive. Survives elimination. Kyutaro hits the wrestler, the Great Gozu, with a steel chair, sits down immediately afterwards, ensuring the wrestler, the Great Gozu, does not survive. Vi can't find a chair anywhere and is forced to face elimination. Natsumi spots a chair at the bottom of a cliff. Natsumi jumps off the cliff but misses the chair. Big yikes. Kurumada actually hits Chihiro with a chair, sits down immediately, ensuring Chihiro does not survive. Ryoko spots a chair, jumps, misses, yikes. Tharja can't find a chair anywhere and is forced to face elimination. Kurumi spots a chair at the bottom of the cliff, jumps, lands on the chair, and lives. And Boss just finds a chair and sits on it. We lost way more that time. In fact, we're at 16. I believe we're at your final 14. And after this, saddest of all moments for Kori, Akane, Setsuna, Mana, Nagito, Ganyu, Iris, Shinyan, Tenmyoji, Tiki, Great Gozu, Vike, Natsumi, Chihiro, Ryoko, Tharja. We are down to the wire now. It is indeed a new champ alert, and we do indeed have 14 people left. 2 of those competitors are from the Mets. Daddy from Mama and Daddy. Friendly Fisticuffs still has Kurumada. Sugar Daddies are completely in as well. There's 3 daddies, okay, great. Dang, 4, because Crom is my real dad. The Royal Shepherds still have Crom. The Trial still has Fuyiko. He wants to win this whole thing. Alice is still in Wonderland. Well, he's actually wondering if they can bring home some more gold to him. Live to Serve still has Kurumi. Fashion Forward still sees Junko trying to become the Triple Crown champion. Bug Hunters, or Grand Slam champion rather. Gonta still remains for the Bug Hunters. One with Nature's completely and surprisingly trying to bring the title to Turnip Boy, and that's your final 14. That is an interesting field. There is a 1 in 7 chance that we have our first ever Chaos Transferal. A 1 in 14 chance that Junko becomes a Triple Crown champion, a Grand Slam champion. I don't think anyone else has the opportunities to do that. Fuyiko's just missing the Pancake Championship. Crom has never won anything. Izuyoi, he's held Tag Team Gold before. Midori's never held anything. Hiroko's held singles gold but never tag team gold, so she could be one step closer. Kurumada, no. The Mets, none of them. Mizuki's held the singles title. She'd be one step closer too if they won, which is interesting. That is very interesting. And she would have done it. Imagine, Mizuki, if she wins today, somehow enters the World Pancake Championship and wins that at the end of the season, she could become a Grand Slam champion over the course of a single season. I think that would be very cool. However, we gotta proceed to see what happens. And not even your saving grace picks yet. We'll probably hit the feast, and I'll tell you what, we're probably gonna skip Samurai Woman. That's just my prediction. Let's proceed, and we will see. Kyutaro and Crom get on a balcony and watch the stars together. Fuigo, stop being selfish. Under the cover of darkness, Daddy spies on balls. Kurumi poisons Izioi's drink, he drinks it, and he does die. Junko unknowingly eats toxic berries. Mizuki panics, tries to cure Junko. Succeeds, she's like, I know what it's like to hold a title. Let me help you out. Gonta burns down Avi's wares and despairs. Gonta swears it was an accident, but Kurumada says he saw Gonta deliberately burn it down. I'm not gonna disbelieve Gonta, why would he lie to me? That's okay, I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. Daisaku somehow magically transports himself to the elusive 13th month D-September. This ends up being the end of him because the guys do not recognize D-September as real. I mean, it's not. Kazuha gets distracted. Gaius receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Is it feast time? It is feast time. The cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Kurumada, Kazuha, and Junko confront each other. Grab what they want slowly to avoid conflict. Fuiko steals Boss's memoirs. Kyutaro decides not to go, Daddy doesn't go. Neither does Gonta, and Kurumi's like, I'm not going either. Gaius grabs a warm sweater from the cornucopia. It's a little hot for that, my guy, and Mizuki severely slices Crom with a sword. We just lost one during the feast, surprisingly enough. Which means, as we keep going, unless people, like, perish during this one, we might not even be saving grace picks. Kazuha sets up an ice cream stand. Gaius, of course, as a sweet tooth himself, joins as a faithful assistant. He's like, well, this is closer to the sweets. Kurumada decides to lend Avi a hand, kills a Komodo dragon. That's my guy. Thank you. Mizuki reminisces about the year of the ascent. Year of the ascent. Not a bad year. Junko works for both Avi's, Wares and Despairs, and Yoko's because she's an extreme debt. That's why you're at Yoko's too. Okay, I understand, Junko. You gotta pay those bills. Gonta gets a hold of my soundboard and plays the Ben 10 theme song. You know what? Go for it, my guy. Boss's phone rings. There's no caller ID. When she picks it up, it's Fuiko on the other line, just insulting her. Daddy creates his own super identity. Kurumi is enlisted as a sidekick, and Kyutaro's trying to overthrow me. It fails miserably and is murdered by a frantic Avi as a result. Kyutaro, I love the Mets. I really do. But, like, if you stand against me, E for everyone. Even the Mets, baby. I even know it's all about them. We go on. We only lost 4, but that does bring us to your saving grace picks after this clear date. Saddest of all moments. 4. Izioi, Daisaku, Crom, Kyutaro. Are you ready? We'll see everybody's statuses. This has been a lengthy one. I expected it to be a lengthy one, but I didn't expect to be wearing this jacket the whole time. I mean, I kind of did, just because, you know, I started as a bit like, I'm gonna wear this jacket, and then chaos reigned. Did I ever stop the recording? Yeah, it stopped itself. We got 10 competitors from 10 different teams. And you know what that means. Control F alive. 1 in 10 shot for any of these people to walk out as champion. For any of these teams to walk out as champion. So yeah, 1 in 10 shot of making a correct first place pick for your saving grace picks. Mizuki, former champion of champions, current tag team agent of chaos, is the last remaining person from the match. She was added to this match via chaos reigning rules. What can she do? She's a part of red team. Mama and Daddy. Midori, dead. He won this one. Or he didn't win this one. He could win this one for Mama. And she could be one step closer to becoming a Grand Slam champion. She's never held tag team gold. Could she do it today? Friendly fisticuffs for Ito and the great Gozu. Kurumada is here to try and win this one. Can he do it? It's a possibility. Great Gozu has held tag team gold before. Can he do it again today? Sugar Daddies. Izioi and Karia. They're hoping for guys to come out on top. For the blue team, can he do it? The trial. Fuyiko has a 1 in 10 chance today to join the squad. He doesn't have to worry about the finale, but he's got a 1 in 10 chance today to get the job done. He would fulfill the prophecy that he needs to fulfill. Can he do it? It's possible. Boss. Could it be boss time for Alice in Wonderland? Usami, former tag team champion. Alice, former tag team champion. Boss is the only one on this team who's never held gold, and she could change that today, making the other two-time tag team champions, and she could hold her first set of gold, and it would be all because of her Kurumi. Surprisingly enough, nobody? No. Ryoma has held tag team gold, a part of their team. I was gonna say nobody's held gold on their team, but I just don't want to recognize the entourage. But Noelle is also on that team, so it would be nice to see Noelle hold some gold, and that's my homie. That's my Genshin main. Fashion forward, we have to talk about this. There is a 1 in 10 chance that Junko joins a very exclusive club. The set of people who have won the tag team titles, the singles title, and the World Pancake Championship. Only Kaede's done it before. Can Junko be added to that list? Gonta. He wants his first set of gold today. So could become a 2-time tag team champion, but we also have to pay attention to Chihiro. Chihiro's never held tag team gold. That could all change with a win from Gonta. And then there's Kazuha. Nobody on his team has held gold. Daisaku has only gotten 1 win to his name. He's been an agent of chaos, and that's the only time he's won. Turnip Boy. I've always expected to, give Turnip Boy a title, but this could be the day. Could Kazuha break his streak of bad luck, honestly? He's never been a real elite performer in these games, but that could all change today. Will he be one with nature? Will he be one with victory? I don't know. But it is red team, red team, red team. Blue team, blue team, blue team, blue team, red team, red team, red team. Red team has the advantage. But it's really anybody's game. Those are your final 10. Make your saving grace picks. I'm going to make mine as well. First, second, and third. Y'all know how to do it. Go to the comments. Y'all probably already done it. I know y'all are good at it. Y'all do your things. I'm proud of you. I gotta go with the trial for first. I have to. I picked them for first at the start. I gotta keep going with them. And they made it this far? If Fuyiko beats the Jinx and fulfills the prophecy, beats his trial, I have to let him into the squad. I have to, you guys. I have to. That's the goal. I didn't expect... He had a much lesser chance of doing it today, but I expected, hey, maybe he'll do it in the finale, but, if he did it today, I'd pop off. Alright, give me the Mets, Mizuki for second, and then, who do I want? I think I would want Junko. She would hold 2 titles at the same time. That would be a really dope sprite with the one that's right there right now, with her holding the World Pancake Championship on one side and then the Tag Team Champion on the other side. That would be dope. But I'll be frank, I kind of see the benefit of having anybody in these win these. I'll be frank. Yeah, I'm okay with anybody. I'll be frank, I love them all 10. But it's a song that I thought we were gonna skip, because the feast was nowhere near as bloody as I thought it was gonna be. We got 10 left, and those tag team titles are on the line. Mizuki, Midori, Kuramata, Gaius, Fuyiko, Boss, Kurumi, Junko, Gonta, Kazuha. Same pulse as that of a samurai woman. Let's do this. Your final 10 is the home stretch, and we see Junko slices at Fuyiko's eyes. Fuyiko is now blind. Gonta locks Gaius in a coffin, buries him alive, but Gaius manages to escape. Kazuha and Boss tell each other their greatest fears in order to grow each other's trust. Kuramata and Mizuki stare at each other through the crackling flames of their campfire, the thought of murder on their minds. Kurumi thinks about home. Daddy gets a hold of my soundboard before he can use it. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Get out of here. I've said daddy enough times. Get out. Trying to steal my soundboard in the final 10. Trying to get rid of my samurai woman. I won't have it. We'll proceed again as Gonta searches for firewood. Kurumada dyes his hair. Junko forces Kurumi to kill Kazuha or Fuyuhiko. She decides to kill Fuyuhiko. She says, you want me to kill a potential member of your squad? Or Kazuha? And she takes out Fuyuhiko. You did really well, Fuyuhiko, and you still have an opportunity. I still believe in you. Boss finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on. Gaius finds a water gun, fills it with holy water, fires it at Mizuki. Surprisingly, Mizuki screams in pain before she disappears. Rest in peace, Mizuki. There will be no chaos transferal, which means the Mets will retain that chaos. We will proceed, though. We lost 3. 7 remain. And it's a terrible, terrible turnabout. 4. Daddy. Fuyuhiko. Mizuki. I think that might have evened it out between red and blue. We have friendly fisticuffs. Clearly it's not even because there's 7 people left. Friendly fisticuffs, the Sugar Daddy's Gaius. Alice in Wonderland has Boss. Live to Serve has Kurumi. Fashion Forward has Junko. Bug Hunters have Gonta. Kazuha for one with nature. It is 4-3, red team advantage. Is it 4-3? Yeah, it's 4-3. Red team advantage. I don't know what's gonna unfold, but we still have to proceed. It's still technically Samurai Woman. 7 competitors. Let's make strides. It is only a 2-point game. Let's see what unfolds. Gaius tends to Boss's wounds. Gonta destroys Kurumada's supplies while he's asleep. Kazuha overhears Kurumi and Junko's conversation about Avi's pancake addiction and are about to steal his pancakes. Kazuha intervenes and has already earned entry this episode into the World Pancake Championship. Maybe I should have picked him. Maybe that should have been my guy, because he is making strides. He takes out Kurumi, he takes out the current World Pancake Champion, Junko, to further cement his status as a future champion. Let's see if he makes it happen. It's your final 5. It's Gaius, it's Boss, it's Gonta, it's Kurumada, and it's Kazuha. And it is Gonta, who's literally dumbfounded, and Kazuha, who got so close but so far. Boss sucks the intelligence out of Gonta, which shockingly works, leaving him dumbfounded. Gaius kills Kazuha with a sickle, and Kurumada has drip. It is Boss, it is Gonta, it is Kazuha, it is Kurumada, and it is over! It's over! It's over! After opening a strange app on their phones, the tributes are transported to the metaverse? Gonta is unable to awaken the power of Persona and is quickly picked off by the shadows. Gaius is surrounded by shadows and is unable to survive, and Kurumada is also surrounded by shadows and is unable to survive. Do you know what time it is? Oh, I think I'm about to tell you, because as we proceed, as we scroll down, as I sing the praises after this terrible turnabout for Kurumi, Junko, Kazuha, Gonta, Gaius, Kurumada. We don't need to see everybody's statuses because the time has come. The time is here, and that time is now, and that time says that you're winner. For Alice and for Usami. She walked into this knowing she'd never held gold, but she has gotten intel, she's gotten advice, she's gotten all sorts of love from her tag team partners who have claimed gold. This time, she wanted to do it for herself, she wanted to do it for them. And boy, they are in Wonderland now. Because I can say with a smile on my face that you're winners. And new Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Champions, Boss, Alice, and Usami. Representing Blue Team, and in a championship match for a big 10 points for the winners. Takes the win. What can I say other than it's boss time? Woo! I'll be frank. I think I said it earlier in the season a couple times. I just kind of vibe with this team. I really like Alice in Wonderland. We will proceed though. They are your new Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Champions. Boss, Usami, Alice. Alice in Wonderland, a phenomenal team, has come out on top. Congratulations to them. It is indeed boss time. And just perfectly in sync with the new game, the new Somnium Files releasing recently, boss time. Oh, it's time. Congratulations to her. Kurumada had 2nd place, Gaius 3rd, Gonta 4th, Kazuha in 5th, Junko 6th, almost was a triple crown, almost was a grand slam, could not quite do it. Karumi 7th, Mizuki 8th, Fuiko almost fulfilled the prophecy, and in 10th, Daddy. You love to see it. I'm just, like oozing. I'm so proud of Boss. I am. I think her only win in the series was the Rumble, and it was a tie with Jotaro. And then after that tie, now that you think about it, Jotaro claimed Tag Team Gold, and now Boss has also claimed Tag Team Gold. Good on the both of them. That Rumble, you love to see it. Alright, we'll scroll down. We'll do a slow scroll for everyone else. As I have to go point out, this is a championship match, so that boss victory for blue team, instead of being worth 5, is worth 10, which means that close game has blue team extending the lead quite a bit. Hold on, let me do a slower scroll. Slower scroll, slower scroll. Drink it all in. Drink in where your picks finish. Drink them all in. Really would have loved to see the trial hit early, but you know what? They can still do it. They can still do it all the way in the finale. That's fine. That's fine. Cause 81st place down there, we can bring up that bracket. That tag team bracket. We now see the score is 55 to 45. Red team did pick up some points, but blue team picked up the championship win, and that is the talk of the town. Alice in Wonderland has taken down Grand Scheme. We'll proceed. It started with Tengen taking out Ryoma and Azura, but it all ended with an arena event. It ended with a metaverse, and it ended just in time in boss time. We'll proceed. Gaius had 4 KOs, Izuo had 4, Kazuha had 4, 3 for Gonta, Kurumada, Lumai, Nagisa, Tenmyoji, everyone else with 2 or less. Alice in Wonderland for the blue team, they won this one. Just in time for the halfway point of the season. Next week, tomorrow is the official halfway point. And then we go to Yeet Ball for that Thursday's episode. But today, pretty strong episode. Good job, Alice in Wonderland. I'm so proud. I'm very proud. Like, I can't get over it. I really did like Alice in Wonderland. Usami, she gets a 2nd tag team title run. Alice, he gets a 2nd one too. And now Boss, it is boss time. I just think that was a really good pairing, those 3. And they have come out on top. I'm so proud. We'll go back to the reaping. And new tag team champions. Alice, Usami, Boss. Alice in Wonderland for blue team. I thought blue team was about to lose some points this episode. I thought red team was about to take the lead, but you never bank against blue. Blue team now, blue team then, blue team forever. Always bank on blue. Until tomorrow, toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.